If you're a survivor of violence and are ready to get control of your life again, you're in the right place at the right time. This is the Survivors to Thrivers podcast with your host, Cranford Blackman. Hello again, and welcome back to LaBCaF's Survivors to Thrivers podcast. This is Cranford Blackman, and in this, our last podcast about me and the podcast, I want to lay down a few rules that I'll be going by personally and that I hope you will too as you connect with us and with the rest of the LaBCaF tribe. My belief is this: every person has the right to be safe, and every person should have the resources to help themselves recover from the physical, emotional, and psychological injuries and scars left by a violent act. So what does that mean for this podcast, my website, my YouTube channel, and the classes I offer? It means there's a whole lot of things that have no place in what I'm trying to accomplish, nor do they have any place in any of our comment sections. So let's go over a few of them. Let's start with politics. Now, in my world of teaching you to be safe, self-confident, and prosperous, I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a Libertarian, or any of the other political parties of this or any other country. I believe you have a right to be safe from violence, even if I don't agree with your political beliefs. Next is religion. In teaching you to be safe from violence, I don't care what you believe about any deity, deities, or absence of deities. I won't be discussing any religions and their rightness or their wrongness. Now, I enjoy learning about the world's religions, but I have no intention to guide you towards or away from any particular spiritual path. Okay, now what about race or nationality? I suppose you can guess what my view on this is, but I'm still going to tell you anyway. Here it is. I don't care what color your skin is. You deserve to be safe. I don't care what country you come from or what country you currently live in. You deserve to be safe from violence and crime. Now, I suppose you're starting to get the idea, but I want to mention a few more. What about gender and sexual orientation? Big things going on right now about that stuff, right? Well, guess what? For me, it doesn't matter to me if you're a male, a female, if you're both, if you're neither, or if you're one day and something else the next. I don't care if you like men or women or transgendered people. Everyone has the right to be safe from violence and crime. Now, by the way, don't be offended if I left your gender or your sexuality preference out. I'm not being rude. I just don't know what all the current categories or labels are. Regardless, I believe you have the right to be safe. Okay, here's another one. What about financial and educational status or societal classes? You see, in my mind, the amount of money that someone has or doesn't have is irrelevant when it comes to the right to be safe. It doesn't matter to me if you have 3 PhD degrees and speak 18 languages, or if you never even finished elementary school. You are worthy of safety in your life. A billionaire and a homeless person both have the right to not be robbed, assaulted, kidnapped, or criminally affected in any way. The way I see it is that people are people, regardless of any of the things that I've mentioned. Now, of course, everyone will have their own opinions, choices, and circumstances in all those areas. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to suspend all of my societal and cultural beliefs and opinions in what I teach because of these 2 beliefs. Number 1, every person has the right to be safe from violence and crime. I said every. There's no exclusions there. Every person has the right to be safe. And number 2, every person has the right to happiness. You get to try to be happy in your life. And I'm going to ask you to do the same as you interact with me. Whether it's in our comment section, in emails to me, anything like that. I want you to maintain those same rules that I have for myself. You see, I want to build a community around the world that can support each other's safety, even if you don't support one another's political, religious, or social beliefs. We can do that. And if you agree to those rules of mine, please let me know in the comments section. Let me know how my beliefs, my goals and rules will affect your desire to listen and to learn. And if you don't want to or can't post in the comments section, please feel free to email me at cranford@labcaf.com. And how do you spell that? My name is Cranford, CRANFORD, at LaBCaF, LABCAF.com, Cranford@labcaf.com. I very much want to know you, and I want to help you live a safer and a more prosperous life. So please do connect with me. We're building a community, and that means you talk to me too, okay? So until next time, as we keep moving from survivors to thrivers, this is Cranford Blackman reminding you to stay safe and stay strong. To make sure you never miss an episode of Survivors to Thrivers podcast, subscribe at labcaf.com.